Witch's Hill.
God, that's hot. Fat hairy sausages.
That's scary.
It's not as scary as waking up next to you.
Why do you keep doing that? I keep locking my door at night and somehow you manage to find a way in.
It's really easy.
It is easy, isn't it? What, I never used to live there before, and then I kind of snuck in and killed this dude. Pushed this dude out of his bed, and now we don't live there no more.
So that's why he keeps waking up next to you.
Who keeps waking up next to me?
The dead man.
You're the dead man?
Am I dead? I'm not alive then.
I don't know, man.
Dude.
Dude, I'm tripping out.
What would you do if you found out I was actually dead the whole time you've known me?
I'd question why everybody else can hear you on the show.
Would you question why you wouldn't? That's the first
I am the
thing.
ghost whisperer.
That's the first thing you would question, not the long history we've had together of nearly 20 fucking years.
No, if I'm crazy, I've already settled into it. It's cool. There's no adjusting period. It's just coming to terms with it. It's like, oh, well, fuck. Okay.
All right, you're dead.
So that's weird when I had you drive me around. That's why everybody was staring at me.
A ghost taught you how to drive.
Whee! Why is that 12-year-old driving a car? Fuck it.
You were 12. You were 13.
Whatever. I was behind the wheel of a car and people were like, ooh.
Should we really admit that?
I don't know. I don't care. Farmers do it in tractors. Why can't I do it in a Ford Explorer?
Luckily, everything about that was wrong.
Everything about that was wrong. I wasn't about to just like, oh yeah, and here's the license plate number. Here's his policy number.
Luckily, that car is long dead and gone, and I'm sad about that.
That was a fun car. We did a lot of stupid shit in that.
Galaxia, you will be missed.
Yeah.
Let's have a moment of silence for Galaxia. And welcome to Witch's Hill.
Yes, that was a total good intro for this type of subject.
That was a total good intro. I don't even care. I'm just going to steer into it.
Oh, is that a pun? Because you're driving a car?
Pun.
You fucking ghost.
I am Tim.
You're a ghost! And I'm Pat, and I'm a ghost whisperer.
And today we are bringing you guys another Lucky 7.
Yeah, it's very impromptu of us to do this Lucky 7s the way that we're doing it today. We decided to go out and find some of the some fun little videos about paranormal evidence and stuff like that. And our search led us to some good places and some not so good places, I'll just say that.
Some questionable places.
Some very fucking questionable places.
Some annoying places.
Yeah. A lot of people like to do that whole card where it's like, ooh, look, it's a spooky thing. And there's so many people on the internet just like, oh, this has to be real because it's, I don't know, why would anybody lie to me? And, so somebody puts out a video and there's like some transparent thing that walks across and everyone's like, oh, look at this. Like you came across a video, 10 minutes ago of like somebody dancing at like school. And it looks like somebody green screened themselves into it just to like walk away or some shit.
Yeah. And I want to say that the videos that we've put onto this top 7 list is, it's up for debate whether it's factual, whether it's faked. We'll leave that up to you. Yeah. Leave it up to you guys.
We have our own opinions on certain things, but we'd like to hear what you guys think before we give out our personal opinion.
Yeah.
Opinion?
I
almost burped.
That was okay.
Push it back down. Bury it. Did you say something about berries?
Berries?
Oh, berries.
All right, let's start off the list at number 7.
Number 7 of the lucky fucking things. All right, so we're gonna go very basic here, and when we say paranormal, it's not just ghosts or anything like that, but just things that aren't normal.
Paranormal.
Yeah,
that's
paranormal.
The name.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand because it's a pair of normals. This is not normal, but the Black Knight satellite. For those of you who do not know what that actually is, it looks like a rock of obsidian floating around in our, I don't know, the stratosphere? Or
Yeah,
it's floating out there. But the way that it looks like obsidian, but they're also dubbing it like a satellite type thing. But there's a debate whether, it's actually a satellite or like a fallen space debris from like the International Space Station.
Oh yeah.
Or possibly from like a meteorite. Or there's a bunch of possibilities that like NASA claims to know what it is, but there's also debate if NASA's actually going to try to capture it.
Know what it is?
What?
It is a giant obelisk of a black soulstone floating in space, waiting for someone to get it and start putting souls into it.
I wonder who's waiting for us out in the cosmos. Could it be the Daedra?
I think it's the Daedra.
I think it's the Daedra too.
KHAJIIT has wares.
Can you imagine? You're just like floating out there. NASA's like about to like go out and grab this thing, and then like a window opens up, and it's just a cat, and it's just like KHAJIIT has wares, and it's like, oh, NASA, reel me in. I'm freaking out.
What the fuck?
Is my oxygen connected?
So there's numerous videos about this. We didn't find pretty much a specific one. This was just like a generic.
There's a lot of photos. There's apparently been taken about 5 different photos of the thing like rotating and floating in space. As for actual video, I have not come across actual video of this thing.
Oh yeah.
It's been said that there is video out there of this, but sadly for this one there is no link to it. Whereas most of our other ones, they're all off YouTube. We have links and everything like that. So down in the description we do have the links for the videos, so you can check them out for yourselves. Don't just take our word at it. Go check these things out and let us know what you see or what you maybe saw something that we didn't see.
Yes, yeah.
But that's a Black Knight satellite, so if you're ever looking up at the stars, remember, Obsidian's gonna crush you. And KHAJIIT has wares.
And KHAJIIT has wares.
Moving on from 7. Number 6.
Number 6.
This one is The Ghosts Science Cannot Explain. Dark ghost caught on tape in Iraq school by creepy videos on YouTube. In this video, there's a group of kids who are walking around, and it looks like they get to like some open room. Maybe it's like a little classroom or some type of makeshift gym. I'm not entirely sure, but there's this really dark shadow person,
and it seems at first glance it seems like it kind of just materializes out of this like dark smoke.
Yeah,
and it just forms this completely solid black figure that you could see some features on. Mainly that it doesn't have a head.
And when you slow it down, you can see the legs like pushing forward towards those people. Like it's actually walking and then just gone.
Yep.
Now,
but it doesn't seem in the video. It doesn't seem like the people that are filming actually notice it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing maybe he's just holding the camera and was talking to his friends, and it was gone before they could realize what the hell was right the fuck there.
Yeah. I did see it wasn't today, but I did see another video about this video. And the people who were walking around who actually captured it even said that they had no idea what the hell was going on. They were just checking out the school. It's just how it was. And they didn't notice it until later, and that's when they uploaded it.
And some of the videos that I've found about this, because I've watched a couple of them, you could really tell it's really just a bunch of kids just doing some urban exploration.
Yeah,
they're just checking out. They're joking around. A friend is about to go in a door, and they run away laughing. You know, it's stuff that we did.
Oh yeah, all the time.
And I'm sure there's a lot of you fans out there that probably do the same fucking thing.
Oh yeah, if you guys have any interesting videos, let us know. We'd like to check out some locations.
Fuck you, Dave!
Who said that?
Now, in this video, in the link that we're going to provide for this video, we're going to go ahead and tell you the timestamps of when you start to see this. This is a short one, but about 31 seconds in is about where it starts to materialize.
Yeah, and the video itself is about 57 seconds long, so it's more towards the end of it. We don't want you guys to have to like shuffle through everything, so we will give you the timestamps on when certain things start occurring in these videos.
Yes. Save you some time.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we've had some creepy schools around us that I would love to have explored, but just, we haven't been able to get around to doing it, mainly because they're still active. And they're not going to let the likes of us looking like how we do, walking through, they're just like, hey, we're here for ghosts. And they're going to be like, hey, we're calling the police.
Yeah, probably.
And we're like, all right, bye.
Yeah, if we can somehow materialize some money, we can be like, here, look the other way.
Let's go make a ritual and just like Satan, give me money. He's like, oh shit, sorry dude, here's $10.
Satan, I need a duffel bag of money. If it was that easy.
Why is it Satan? Why do we have to go? You know what? I'm gonna summon Buddha.
Buddha?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a hug.
I think Buddha would like a hug.
I would love to chill with Buddha. Okay, sorry, we're
getting so off topic. All right, so let's move on up the list again to number 5.
Number 5. All right, so there's a lot of places that have a place that is literally titled the same thing as this, and that's Crybaby Bridge.
We talked about this one. I brought this one up during our what was that, Myths and Urban Legends episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, a lot of places share similar history, and it's really weird when you look up the story behind Crybaby Bridge around the entire continent of the United States. There are so many different stories that literally just tie together. It's just so somebody was with their children. So normally a carriage flips over or some type of thing. The mom wants the baby back, and
the mom doesn't want the baby in that case, and she throws the baby off the bridge.
Yeah, she either goes crazy or she dies wanting her kid, or she ends up killing herself. And that's where this whole legend kind of comes into play. However, certain videos that have been posted up online are varying in degrees of authenticity. This one caught our eye just because of the way everything unfolds.
Yes, and this one was an actually old one. I remember this one from back in... I think it was high school.
Yeah, dude, this came out in 2007.
Okay, never mind. I wasn't in high school.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I was still in school. I'm young, but
Thanks for making me feel old, you fuck.
Calm down, Grandpa. I love you. Don't hurt me.
I am starting to get gray, and I'm starting to love it. You know?
I had a gray hair when I was 19, and I ripped that out.
I've had... I was about to reveal some information. I don't know if I want to on here.
What?
You know what? Fuck it. I have had a gray hair on my balls since I was like fucking 14.
I almost spit Monster all over my laptop. Was not...
I'm not kidding. I found it one day and I'm like, what the fuck? Get out of here. But no, I'm embracing it now. Anyway, off topic again.
off the topic of ball hair. Back to Crybaby Bridge.
Instead of bodily hair.
So, as you've heard, there's multiple different varying stories about this. But this, the group of girls end up going out, and this is actually in Georgia on Burroughs Road. And this was
Georgia? I thought it was Tennessee.
There's multiple different ones. This one actually happened in Georgia. That's what in the description it says in Georgia on Burroughs Road.
Okay.
This video was posted by Heather Stone, and things start getting a little chaotic around the 2-minute 30-second mark. And honestly, what got to at least me was not the whole thing that happened, but right at the end when the face appears.
Yes, there's multiple things. But just to quickly go through it, you know, these girls are they're going through, and in this specific legend that they're investigating, you have to get out of your car, put your keys on your hood, and you have to yell out, "I killed your baby." In which case they do, and stuff is said to have happened. Like the lights start flashing, her car alarm starts going off, the doors are locking and unlocking, so they freak out and they're getting in the car. In which case they're screaming, "Turn on the lights!" And she turns on her headlights for a second, and you see someone maybe 40 feet from the car just standing there. And it's translucent. It's very fucking creepy. And then the screaming starts. We have to warn you.
Do not wear headphones. You will go deaf.
This is a hard video to watch. I highly recommend, if you do want to check this video out, you're probably going to want to skip to that timestamp he set at 2:30.
Yeah, but beware. That's already in the middle of screaming and stuff like that, right?
That's right when they yell out, "I killed your baby." So really, from that point on, you really see everything as it unfolds. Mm-hmm. But like I said, there's a lot of really high-pitched screaming, nonstop. The camera is hella shaky as hell.
Now that also... here's the thing, though, is that everybody likes to bitch about the whole fact, like, oh, well, why wasn't it stationary, blah, 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 blah. Well, if you were in that fucking situation, wouldn't you be a little freaked out and moving around? It gives more authenticity to the authentic feel of being scared when you're encountering something that you have no idea what you're fucking encountering.
And you have to remember that this video is filmed by a car full of teenage girls.
Yes, and with a camera from 2007, which, yeah, they were decent, but they were not on the lines of your camera on your phone today. So
Yeah.
like
12 years later, and our cameras are
superb.
better than what they had.
Exactly.
So a lot of stuff unfolds. A face ends up near the window at the end, as I was saying.
That's what gets to me. It's just the way it looks, and it comes in and then kind of like dips back a little bit. So you see it, but it goes away. It almost looks like somebody wearing one of those completely white masks.
Kind of. I mean, there's like
from The Purge or something.
like sunken black eyes.
Yeah.
It's really ominous, and that's why we wanted to put this on the list. This video I've always thought was a great video.
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, yeah, it could be faked, but regardless, it caught our attention because of how it's taken.
But again, a third warning. I don't know how many warnings I give. I can't stress this enough. Be wary with your volume.
Yes.
They scream very loud. You will go deaf. If you love your ears, don't wear headphones.
Yeah, or if you're looking to pull a good prank on somebody, go ahead and blast that and wake them up with it, because that's terrifying.
Waking up to screaming?
Yeah, man, wouldn't you freak out if like just high-pitched shrieking?
You know, it's you saying stuff like that makes me kind of glad I don't live in your house anymore.
What? I don't just scream.
I could see you getting these ideas and just doing that, though.
Dude, I literally did that when I was like 5. Not the screaming part, but I woke up Pat Hess with a knife at age 5 when he was first staying over at my house. Sorry, Pat, I'm saying the story on there, but he passed out, and I just couldn't sleep. I drank like a 6-pack of root beer. I wasn't supposed to, but I was a bastard.
You were a bastard when you were a kid. Can I just say that?
Everybody who knows me, I was a bastard. I'm not afraid to admit it. I got better. But he passes out, and I'm just on a sugar high. So I'm just like, fuck. So I run into the kitchen. I grab the longest knife I can.
Can I just add, I actually wholeheartedly believe that at a 5-year-old, you were saying, fuck. Because you taught me swears when you were 8.
I don't remember, like, the first time I started doing that. But yeah, I'm a vile. I'm afraid to have kids, dude. But, yeah, so I literally get over him, like, as if, like, I'm sitting on his lap, but facing him. Like, just over him, and I put one hand on his shoulder while holding the knife up with my right hand, and I shake him, and I'm like, hey, and then I just scream like, wake up! And he looks at me, I'm just like, I'm gonna kill you! And he did not crash over at my house for almost 10 years.
I mean, I don't blame him, you fucking psychopath.
I'm glad we're still friends.
I can't believe you're still friends.
What? It was a practical joke. That was hilarious. Oh man, dude, here I am in my late 20s, and I'm still laughing about it.
Oh no.
Okay, that probably doesn't help the fact, like, you're not psychotic. You know, I promise I'm not.
Okay. Well, let's go on to number 5. Number 5! I had to say it the same way.
We just did number 5. We're going on to number 4.
Oh yeah, number 4!
And like the last one, how we said, just how it was taken really caught our attention, is much like this one. This one is titled, Almost Died, Dry Bones Ritual Gone Wrong, 3 a.m. Challenge. And this was posted up by Jesse Sims. The video starts around 3 minutes and 20 seconds, or 3 minutes and 22 seconds, I should say. But she decides to go out and do a ritual. Now, recently, we just released dark challenges on the internet.
Last week.
Yeah, last week. And this one that she did was actually not on the list, but it's almost like a mix of Bloody Mary versus, or not versus, along with the one-man hide-and-seek challenge. Like, you're summoning something and you have to stay in the bathroom until however long, or 3 a.m., and then you can come out and stuff like that. I don't know the step-by-step thing, but here she is going along and doing this. Now, when she first starts it off, it seems innocent enough, and then things really start spiraling out of control. And in this video, the way it's taken, like we've pointed out a few different things that doesn't necessarily point to its authenticity, but it is still a good video. And I'll say that because, like, yeah, we're into theatrics and stuff like this, and the way that she did it, whether it's fake or real, is really good. Now, at one point, you pointed out about the window.
Well, see, this was the thing. I had one gripe that I actually kept in for a little bit of it, but this was a ritual that you're supposed to do in the middle of the night, and I think it's between midnight and 3 a.m. I don't know the start time, but I know at one point in the video she says, what am I supposed to do until 3 a.m.? So I'm guessing that's the cutoff time for the game.
Yeah, she had to pick a really good hiding place and not leave it. But I was looking at some of the comments, and they were saying oh yeah, you left it. That's why it, you did the ritual wrong, which in turn made her nose bleed. And so, when you see her, she turns the camera away from her, it almost looks like the camera glitches, or she stopped it really quick, and then she turns it back, and there's blood just on that one side of her nose, and, it's the typical type thing, oh no, my nose is bleeding, but when she wipes it away, I don't know if you could tell this, but also my eyes are really fucked up, I'm, half colorblind. I can't tell if that blood was pink. Now, if she moved it and it was pink, that's fake blood. But also, the way that it sat on the top lip of hers, it seemed like the congealed blood, the scab blood that you can use for, the movies that we've made before.
Yeah.
That literally looks just like that, but at the same time, it could literally be just, a blood clot from her nose or something like that.
And the one thing that I noticed throughout the video, though, is because, like I said, this is the middle of the night, and there's times where it looks like lights shining in from the windows. I just want to say that. And I know...
Yeah.
Multiple different windows. And I know you said it's possible it could be, from a street light or something like that.
Yeah.
We don't know where she lives.
Yeah, it could be inner city. It could be right across the street from a Quickie Mart or something like that. Who knows?
But yeah, I that's one thing I noticed, and I was like, So this one, I guess, is a little more up for debate on whether you think it's real or not. But still, an interesting video. I mean. If it is fake, I will say this. Kudos to her on her acting. Because she definitely convinced me that she was fucking terrified.
Jesse Sims, if you're listening to this and you want to act in some of our horror movies, I would not be opposed to casting you.
Yeah,
I will say that.
I was convinced that was a great performance, if it was a performance.
Yeah, you got us sitting here debating on your, is she acting or isn't she? Are you possessed or not? Okay, if you're possessed, stay away, but...
Well, if she's possessed, she has something in common with you.
What?
Because you say you're followed by ghosts.
I'm not fucking possessed. I hope.
You hope. Now the thought's been implanted in your mind.
No, the thought's been implanted in my head since second grade, actually.
Yeah.
No, there was one thing that randomly happened where I couldn't control my body for 30 seconds.
That's interesting.
It was terrifying. It was like sleep paralysis, but I was getting yelled at by my teacher, and for some reason, I flailed my arms at her and spun in a circle. I'm not kidding. Everybody else was laughing, and I was sitting there just what the fuck did I do? And, I got in so much trouble.
I imagine.
But it was one of those things where it's just my brain was don't do this, and then my body did it, and, I'm watching, I was oh, fuck! And, I go in a complete circle, flailing my arms, it's going blah, 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 and, yeah, like I said, I was a bastard, but I didn't go out of my way to get in trouble. I was very particular about not getting caught.
My hand.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I will say this. If you are possessed, there's someone you need to call.
And it's not Ghostbusters.
It's not Ghostbusters.
No, it is Nancy.
Nancy.
Are you moving into a new home or remodeling a home or office? Are you trying to sell a home but can't seem to find the right people to buy it? Does the energy in certain parts of the home or office feel uncomfortable, spooky, stuck, or blocked? Do you feel your own personal growth, healing, and evolution has stymied? Has there been sudden pain or illness you can't explain? Has there been any deaths? Is anyone having trouble sleeping, restless children in bed, or night terrors? Is there a lot of fighting and bad experiences with the home or office? Do you ever see moving shadows, flying objects, hear voices, or smell weird odors? Do your appliances or machines break down or have mechanical issues often? Do you seem to be having a string of bad luck? If you've answered yes to any of the following questions, please consider getting a clearing by us. Please contact Reverend Nancy for a quote at 630-340-0877 or her partner Amanda at 719-271-7309.
So hopefully now you can get that demon or whatever is possessing you, if you are possessed, out of you.
No, we've come to an understanding. I want him in... I'm not going to say that.
I was hoping. I got so excited. Did you see the look in my eyes?
He was like, he's going to say it.
I was like, please say it. Please say it.
I want him in me.
That just made my night.
Or I should say it, because we don't know if it's even like... If it even has a sex. It's just...
You want it inside of you.
All of it. How much is there? How much can I take? Find out on the next episode.
I am so happy right now.
I don't think Nancy will help me with that one.
I don't think Nancy will help you with that one either. I mean, if you want to go that route with, spirits, I'm sure there's some people you could talk to, but, not me.
I need some sage to eat so I can fart some smoke signals. I need a cleanse.
All right, let's go on to number 3.
Number 3. This one is titled "News Manchester Poltergeist Caught on CCTV on January 11th back in 2012," and this was uploaded by Southport Television or TV. This was posted on November 7th, 2012, and it starts around the. We forgot to write down the actual mark on this, but there's a time mark on the film itself, and it goes between 3 and 3:04 a.m.
Now it's just like an office building, a typical office building, and it's like security camera footage, and it keeps jumping between all the different cameras that they have posted throughout the building, and there's a timestamp running on when the film was captured, and like he said, at 3 a.m. And now I watched this a couple times to double check this. At 3 a.m., you hear a noise. And at that point, between that and 3:04 a.m., there's a ton of shit going on here.
Yeah, at first, because you were watching it, and like I heard something like, "Wait, did you hear that? Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't really hear that." And like, I was literally typing on my computer, and then I just happened to look up, and just the doorknob, the doors, the lights, everything, and just like, holy shit, I don't want to be there.
I remember the look on your face, because at first I'm like, dude, you got to see this doorknob. So I'm backtracking it, and you see this doorknob just start jiggling. And at first it's just like one, and then some other doors are turning on. There was a weird glitch with every monitor in a room just kind of glitched out for a second.
That got to me, because that shit happens at my house.
But the one thing that I was confused about on that, though, was the security camera feed. It almost has like this loud, staticky sound when it happens. I mean, that's the one thing that I was like, well, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it almost sounds like it's edited in. But
like an audio distortion.
Yeah, because it sounds too close to the thing. It's like you'll hear the distance between the door handle and other things that are flying, like the papers and like when chairs start moving around and bumping into what have you.
At one point, the one thing that kind of got to me in this video was the first doorknob that you see the handle turn. It's the way the camera is stationed, it's kind of in like the center to the left, and it's really close to the camera. So you really get a good view of this doorknob. And then the doorknob just non-stop jiggling up and down for like 2 straight minutes.
It's like somebody trying to break in.
Yeah, and it's like someone repeatedly trying to open a locked door.
Yeah, furiously.
And you could hear the doorknob going throughout all the other cameras for 2 straight minutes. It
sounded like almost like a fax machine or something like that just keeps like pumping out paper or something.
Yeah.
But there was one thing that stood out above all the others, other than the door handle.
What was that?
It only happens for like a second or two. It's when the camera is focused down at the end of the hall and you see a shadow of somebody going abnormally fast against the wall, and it looks like there's no movement on the arms, and it's just like from like the waist up of somebody, if you're looking at them from the side with their arms completely down, and imagine that gliding along the wall and then just disappears. That sent shivers down my spine.
Yeah, it's kind of
the unnatural humanistic thing where it's just like you quickly question, it's like, that's not a human, I don't think. Yeah,
it was odd. It was really, really odd.
Yeah, very off-putting. I suggest watching that one, because that's
It's a 5-minute video, about 5-6 minute video. I suggest watching the whole thing, Because you get a feel for the office building, and then once shit starts going down, the camera will jump between different things. I gotta wonder what the fucking security guard at that place was thinking when he's looking at that. If maybe it was just like a security guard overnight that's sitting there. Imagine that. What would you think if you see all that shit going on? I'd be like, fuck this, I quit.
No, I wouldn't quit. I would, well, that's just me, but I would grab my equipment, bring it down there, and then also go to my boss and show him the evidence and be like, raise.
That's a good point. You're going to give me a raise right the fuck now.
Why? Because there's a fucking demon or something that's destroying your office. And you're paying me fucking, what, $8 to fucking watch him? No.
I imagine a security guard's got to make more than $8.
Probably. I'm just throwing that out.
$9.50.
$9.50. Okay, we'll give you $9.75. All right.
I'll take it. Sweet.
Demon. I ripped you off.
So that's a really good one. I don't even care if this one was faked. This one is great.
Yes. Yeah,
fucking choice.
I don't know how they would fake all of that. That looked way too real.
And there's so much going on. I mean, you got chairs moving, you got the computer malfunctions, you got doorknobs moving. Various doors opening and slamming.
I mean, it is possible having timers and stuff.
I guess. I mean, but there was like boxes of papers in another room that were being thrown around.
No, I know. I've watched some videos on like how to do practical effects, and it's all about camera placement and like pretty much the whole smoke and mirrors trick.
True.
But at the same time, I mean, we've experienced stuff that goes along with that. So it's hard for us to stand in the middle of that and be like, well, that's stupid, but at the same time, it's totally plausible.
Yeah.
Like just. You don't know. It's really up for debate. So like we said, let us know what you think about that one.
So
and more importantly, number two.
Number two. What is number two?
Number two takes place in Chicago.
Apparently. In Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh my god, right?
Oh my
god. Where in Chicago?
Melrose Park, actually.
Melrose Park?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, this one's called the Melrose House.
The Melrose House?
Yeah.
That sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it was uploaded by Witcheshillradio.
Oh my god, that's us!
Oh my god, we put ourselves at number two?
We're up our own ass! I'm breaking the fourth wall on that one.
Oh, definitely. We're not sorry about this one.
No.
The Melrose House, we had a fucking fucked up experience there. You check it out, let us know what you think. Try to debunk as much as you can, because I swear by this. Everything that you see in there is 100% real. We are not the type of people that fake any of that shit. We don't do anything like that, and I'm just trying to say that you should watch it. If you believe in the paranormal or have any interest, we have the before, middle, and we've had a couple things about what happened afterwards.
And there's about 2 hours of footage on this video.
Yeah, and this was cut down from, I don't remember the original. I think it was like 8 hours of like initial footage that we just kept like, people want to see that, or like orbs and stuff like that.
You had multiple cameras going.
Oh, I had multiple.
So, and you guys were there for a long time. So, I can imagine you had quite a bit to go through.
Oh yeah, we were there from right after the sun went down to right when the sun was coming up. We were driving home as the sun was coming up.
What would you say if you could pick a couple? Because I did not go on this one. I was supposed to go. I had some equipment that I really wish we brought there.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, and it took me a while to admit this to you. That morning when the day before you hit me up, there was something inside me screaming at me saying, "Do not go." I've never really felt that. We've always been interested in paranormal stuff. You would show me all the evidence you guys had, and I would suggest, all right, let's go in that other room that you say there's a demonic spirit, and let's sit in there alone in the dark. And you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So the fact that something just made me feel like I shouldn't be here, I should not go there.
Yeah.
I wish I went.
I did. Well, I mean, there was a lot of things that happened to us afterwards, like repercussions, I guess I should say. Like I was followed. Shit was getting knocked off my counters. Ripped my fucking my My blinds got ripped down. My Buddha statues got thrown across.
The angel statue that got beheaded?
The angel statue that got fucking beheaded, and the head was literally placed next to it. I have photos of that on my Instagram. You could check that out at Let's Talk Horror. That's my unofficial thing. So,
and specifically since Matt just got here as well, from the Whip It team, what... And I'll ask again since you just got here. What is one or two things that you guys think that is really noteworthy that happened at the Melrose house? Give the fans a taste of your horror.
Matt, you go first.
Well, probably the single biggest thing that happened that we caught, not finding till after the fact, was when I'm alone in the original owner's room by myself with. I can't remember which camera it was.
I think that was the DSLR.
I think so as
well. The Sony.
And it's like there's a point where I'm looking around the whole room, and suddenly from nowhere you just hear something basically shout, "Die! Die!" It's like, what? I didn't hear that. There was only the camera that caught it. But what I knew was immediately after hearing that was all my blissful ignorance just talking about, man, these are really squeaky floorboards.
It was so fucking funny. When I was going through the evidence and I hear that, I'm like initially shocked, like, holy fuck, that's not you. Me and Gavin are in the other room on the other side of the house, and the only three people that were there are you, me, and Gavin. And that happens, and then you fucking, I'm listening to it, and then you're just, well, a bunch of squeaky floorboards. I almost fucking died. I almost died.
Alright, so aside from his terror, what was your terror that night?
Mine, this was actually a joint one of Matt and I, actually. I mean, Gavin was there too, but this more had to do with Matt and I.
Okay.
Now, the day before, when Gavin and I were there, I made a quick joke when we were down in, quote-unquote, his room. Now, those of you who are listening right now don't know what I'm talking about, but once you see the movie... we explain everything. We were in his room, which you don't go into his room or sit in his chair. You don't do that. We did all of it. So we go in there.
Of course you did.
Had to. And so we're looking into the mirror, and this is the day before, and I was just say, oh man, we should play Bloody Mary, and they're just like, oh no, don't do that. It comes the next day. And this is why I will not play Bloody Mary at all. Okay. It's because of this one thing that happened at the Melrose house. We're downstairs, and you can hear... from the laptop that we kept up on the fridge. You could hear Matt and I in the basement talking, looking into his room, looking into the mirror. And I say, hey, you want to play Bloody Mary? And even from upstairs, you hear him go, no, I will not play it, no! he did not want to play that.
Reaction.
I mean, do you remember what happened afterwards?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so the kitchen door where the laptop is set up starts jiggling. It jiggles like 2 or 3 times, and then you hear, let me in. And then something falls in the other room.
Oh.
Right after I say that.
Okay.
No, not fucking happening.
Nope.
I don't believe in many internet challenges or anything like that, but whether that was like an actual thing or not, the timing of that, fuck that. Fuck that. That's what got to me that night. That and the faces.
Just so I could kind of piggyback off of your guys' terror, the one thing I loved, some of the best footage one of the noteworthy things I thought you guys caught was you guys all 3 of you are in a room. And I forgot exactly the question you guys asked, but you asked one specific question. All 3 of you guys each have a camera.
Yep.
On 2 cameras, you hear a response, a direct response to that question that gives you an answer of whose room that is, or something like that.
Yep.
But on the 3rd camera, you hear a completely different response.
Yeah. Well,
and that one really threw me off, because how the fuck do you explain that? These cameras are not... You guys are maybe 5-6 feet from each other?
Maybe about the width of this room, at most.
Not to mention that same 3rd camera that said something different also captured something else that none of us noticed when it happened, was the shadow figure in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Was that the one between the door jam?
No, that was the face. That was some white-looking face that cuts out, looks directly at me, and then moves away. Now, I'm so glad I did not see that because I would have freaked the fuck out. Mm-hmm. But no, there was I don't remember who was holding the camera at the time, but we're over by the sunroom, and he turns around, or I turn around, or whoever, and in the back corner where there are no mirrors or anything, there's no light in this place other than in the kitchen. We had everything else off. We turn the camera, and there's something that literally glitches across the room, like something's trying to manifest itself.
Okay. It was super weird. Like, I've never seen anything like that before.
I've never seen anything.
It's almost like it's almost like it's an image bouncing off mirrors.
Right, and
but there's no mirrors.
It's a wall.
Right.
Well, that's interesting, and I'll say this now to all the fans out there. Check out this video, because that's only a snippet of what they caught there.
Yeah, everything escalates. It starts off kind of like, soft, and then by the end of it, it does not come to a head. It just literally just keeps going and going and going. Even at the very end. Like, if we were to continue on after we got back home and started going through that footage, and we got that fucking speaker to fucking scream at us on camera,
God.
Can you imagine how fucked that would be?
Oh, God.
But, anyway, enough plugging the Melrose House.
Yes.
All of you who actually like it or like the paranormal, go on, get on over there, hit that subscribe button and the bell to stay notified for other paranormal things that we'll be doing.
Please.
But let's go on and get to number one.
Number one!
It's my metal scream. Okay. Number one. This one's titled, Is There an Evil Poltergeist Haunting This Home? And this was by the show Paranormal Lockdown and uploaded on YouTube under the thing of Quest TV.
Now, this was just a snippet of one of the episodes that they did. Now, if you've never seen Paranormal Lockdown, I have to say right now, I love paranormal shows.
Oh, right.
I absolutely love them, and if there's a new one, I will check it out. I will add that a lot of them annoy the hell out of me. Just because, as much as I hate to say it, I just don't like the people. It might seem trivial, but it's just like certain people just annoy the ever-living piss out of me, and I can't listen to it.
Not to mention a lot of people are just dicks when they go out and they're just like, "Oh, go fuck with me." It's like, oh wow, you're being respectful.
Now this one, it features two people from. They originated from different paranormal shows. There was Nick Roth, who started off on Ghost Adventures, and Katrina Weidman. I think that's how you say your last name.
Okay.
She was from Paranormal State.
Okay.
But this new show, the premise is, it's kind of standard now, is they get locked down in a place. However, what they're doing different is they're staying there for 72 straight hours. And I have to say, from all the videos, all the episodes I've seen of this show, it is amazing. The footage they fucking get is incredible. And the fact that they're not just there for a night and gone. No, they're there for a night filming, and then they sleep there. And then they wake up and do it all over again for 72 hours.
I wonder how that would happen if they went to Waverly Sanitarium, because there's so much mold and stuff. How would you sleep there? You'd have to sleep in a respirator.
I
wearing masks and all of that.
They'd have to take their precautions. But this video alone was, in my opinion, I thought this one topped the list of everything that we've said so far. It's like we said, it's a snippet. They're just talking to the owners of this home, and it's a 7-minute video that someone clipped, and it starts right away. In the middle of the day, this mirror just falls off right while they're recording, and they go right to it, and it's really good. I don't want to say they pull out a geo box. It's kind of like a ghost box, but
yeah, it's unique.
It's really unique, and I have to say, just the way it's built, it has this. It doesn't have the annoying static of a ghost box, and it adds this reverb and echo, so it makes it. Oh god, so fucking creepy.
I wonder how legit that is though. I've never messed with one before, but I know the concept of a ghost box before, and it seems similar, but at the same time, the way that they're using it, they're getting really quick, intelligent answers and responses.
Yeah, direct responses to questions.
However, I've seen something similar to that before, and I don't remember who it was or who uploaded it. It is on YouTube, but there was a bunch of, and I think it came from the UK. There was a bunch of people there. They were trying to contact the dead, and they used this old radio, but they took out everything inside the radio, and it was like a magical box essentially, and it was supposed to be like sold as like not sold, but like sold to you as the truth, like it's real, but it sounded way too like, oh, hey, Jerry, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good, Ben, how you doing? Oh, I've been dead for fucking 15 years, you know, just getting corpse fucked by worms and shit. Oh, that's great. You want me to summon you through a Ouija board? Like, that's literally how the fucking conversations were going. Like, not word for word, but just the smooth.
I was going to say, if that was word for word, what an interesting talk with the ghost.
Just like, wow, where's the link to this one? I want to see this.
Yeah, right.
But, it's the same idea, but it seems so far-fetched, and, like, with today's technology, who knows what's actually possible? I mean...
You know, there's actually a lot of people that are in that field of designing new equipment for detecting spirits or paranormal entities.
I would love to mess around with something new and kind of give it its first work over, see what we can actually get.
Yeah, that would be massively interesting.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's really up for debate for the whole legitimacy of that. Just like the ghost box. I mean, it could be
it could be a trick.
Yeah,
it could be legit.
It could be.
The main thing is we don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you don't know either. You can't discredit it, but you can't credit it. It's kind of in that weird gray area of truth.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on, like, your faith system and everything like that. Just like ours at number 2. Like, who knows if anybody's gonna believe it or not? I stand by everything that we've done. Everything is 100% undoctored, unfiltered. We didn't do shit to the film besides raise the audio.
And I think you just brought up contrast in certain parts.
Yeah, certain parts just so that you could see.
Yeah.
And then fast forward so that way you don't have to sit there and watch us walking around and doing all the non-fun stuff. Like, it's entertainment. Like, for those of you who put out ghost like videos and stuff, cut out the annoying stuff. It makes it viewing it so much easier.
Yes.
And if people want like the raw footage without titles or anything like that, I'm not opposed to uploading that either.
Yep.
That's how truthful we're being. Like, we have it on tape. On fucking 8mm tape, motherfucker. Like, what do you want?
Well, and that was the Lucky 7 list of haunted videos from the internet.
Oh, yeah. If you guys got any more haunted videos, paranormal evidence, whatever.
Whatever you want to call it.
Well, I mean, they're not all haunted. I mean, can you imagine if the Black Knight satellite's haunted, it crashes, and there's, like, ghosts released from it?
No, souls, because it's a black soulstone, I told you. Because she has wares.
What? God damn it.
You missed that whole segment. It was great.
Because he has wares if you have coin.
Yeah, NASA's going to get really pissed off at this one.
Yeah, sorry, NASA.
It's like, this was a conspiracy, and now we have cat people who are selling things without a license!
Everyone was worried about the lizard people. They forgot to fear the cat people.
I know we should have stopped the satanic panic!
Oh, man. Well, this was a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
As always, like, subscribe, follow, click that bell, stay notified.
Oh, hell yes. And also, as of right now, we are currently taking submissions for horror stories that, if you have written and is between 1 to 15 pages long, and you would like a chance for it to be read on the air for all the fans to hear, not just in the U.S., but in Europe, then you can send it to witcheshillradio@gmail.com or post a link to it on our business page or group page, and we will be contacting you shortly, soon.
Now, we will say, we announced this on Facebook.
Yes.
Got a lot of submissions, so...
Oh, yes.
Send your submissions. We will get through it. I
yes.
promise you we are going to get through it all. There's a lot there, but we're going to sift through all of it.
Oh, yes. Just because you send something does not necessarily mean it will be read, but we will... read aloud, but we definitely will be reading it. It just depends on... lucky, you know?
Yeah.
How lucky can you be? Do you think you're lucky? Send us your story.
I'm going to be trying to get through as much as I can, but these weeks leading up to Italy were fucking smashed. Oh.
There was one dude who posted up on the ad that I put up, and he was just like, "Here's my stories. They're creepy, but without the pasta." And I'm like, "I like you.
I like you." Yeah.
Like,
hey.
Hey. So if you got any nice little hidden horror gems, send them our way.
Yeah.
And I guess until next time, we will see you all on Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay spooky
Yeah.
and paranormal.
Spooky.
Bye.
Witch's Hill.